Hey the guys, how's it going? This is the first, I guess, official video about Kingdom Hearts Missing Link as a video game, apart from the one that I've done so far, analyzing the lore of it way back when the trailer was first released back in, was it April or March? Whenever the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer and Missing Link trailer came out. So there's a website going up advertising, looking for people to come be part of the prototype test for Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. There's a lot of information on this website, but just to really condense it super quickly for those that don't have much time. There's a recruitment, so there's you can apply to be part of this test. Between the 19th and 26th of December. The test itself will then be held on the 13th to the 18th of January. It can only be held on iPhone devices for this prototype test, but obviously the full game itself will support iPhone and Android devices. And about approximately 1,000 people will be included in the test. But if they get more applications than 1,000, they'll open it to some sort of lottery, and it won't be first come first served. It'll be completely random, apparently. So the test itself is only open to people aged 18 years or over that live in Japan, and there will be you're not allowed to post any video or screenshots or anything like that from the prototype test. Though you are allowed to do text impressions of the game itself. All right, so let's just go down the website here and sort of have a look at the different things there. Again, we've got this artwork here that's just absolutely gorgeous. Obviously, it's another rendition of the Scarlet Khan that we've seen a few times already. At the end of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, a little bit in Dark Road, was it? We saw the same cutscene again in Dark Road. And then, obviously, the Missing Link trailer itself. It's so different to any other Kingdom Hearts game that I've ever seen so far. Instead of these giant-eyed, happy-looking anime protagonists, everyone's just shrouded in mystery and, the main playable character right there, I assume that's who that's going to be. Very, far away from other characters. Though these ones in the back here do look quite friendly with their body language. Like typical Kingdom Hearts. Strong poses, keyblade over the shoulder. We've got these guys at the top here as well. One looks potentially like someone dressed in Organization 13 cloak right in the center here. So I don't know what kind of importance these three characters are going to have, but yeah, I mean, we know nothing about it so far. It's very, very, very cool. I think 10 characters in total, yeah. So there's the 3 on the right here. A playable character in the middle, 3 on the left, and then 3 at the top there. So 10 characters seen so far. But yeah, I don't know. I could probably talk about this all day, but let's not do that because that would just be pointlessly speculating. This is meant to be just information about the closed beta, its prototype test itself. So let's go back onto this website here and let's start scrolling down. So again, I've covered a lot of this already, initially, but basically just reiterating who can actually be a part of this test. And sort of the ways of applying to it. Obviously, you need to be a member of Square Enix's website and download the particular Square Enix app. So my understanding is that if you are successful in applying, you'll be given a code. So everyone can download the app, but you need an authentication code to actually be able to play it itself. So I don't know if that means people might be able to get their hands on it and extract some assets from it, potentially, even if they don't make it into the lottery, even if they don't make it into the prototype test itself. A few more things on here, they specify over and over again, it's a prototype test to make it run smoothly, things like that. And importantly, any data that you have on your save file will not carry over to the full game, which makes a lot of sense. And if anyone was still somehow doubting, yeah. Oh boy. Paid currency cannot be purchased in the prototype test, implying that there is paid currency in the full version. So if anyone was thinking somehow that it wasn't going to be a gacha, that should solidify the nail on that particular coffin right there. And again, just driving that image home of you can't put up videos or screenshots or anything like that, but you can. They do say that you can post impressions, you can write about how you felt about it, but no actual images itself. And they'll get you to do a questionnaire after the fact. More parts about the app, and then there's a big FAQ down here. So, what is the prototype testing? An opportunity to play a prototype version that extracts some of the systems of Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. The main purpose is to verify the functionality of game systems that use location information. So, the Pokemon Go aspect of it, placing your character in a real world equivalent. I assume that's what is the main point of this test here. They do note that the game system, UI, game content including story and recommended devices may change significantly after the official service. Which is interesting. I'm assuming that's just covering their own asses, but it does ring home to me of it being quite early on in this game's development then, if they're talking about even the story could potentially change. That's quite interesting to me. UI, that can change all the time, like even when in the game's life cycle, but that's interesting. And in recommended devices, I wonder if they're going to find that, maybe the minimum needs to be increased. It's not going to be available on as much hardware as they initially suspect. Potentially, I don't know. Yeah, so it might work on tablets is an interesting thing, but like I said before, yeah, obviously it's going to be available on Android eventually, but the test itself is just for iPhones. Why use a smartphone's location? We use location information to display the player's current position and a map, so much like Pokemon Go or other ARG-esque games like that. Please note that you'll be able to play the game by allowing access to location information, aka if you don't have location information on, I don't know that you can play the game. Or at least the test. I'm assuming that's what the test is mainly going to be about, is does our technology actually work the way we intend it to? Yeah, so yeah, you can't carry over your data again, we knew that. You can't transfer data across, it's going to be like a one-time verification code, which is again talked about here. Enter the authentication code by launching the prototype test app for the first time. The authentication code will be sent to the email address registered with Square Enix members. Verification code can only be used once. So I don't know if it's going to be like, if you download the APK for the app itself and then install it, or if it's even going to be like on the App Store, which you can download the prototype test version, but you can only get in with an authentication code, or if it's going to be like a more limited distribution of the app. Not too sure. And again, like, am I able to post pictures or videos? And basically, no. However, you can disclose the overview and impressions of the game only in writing or verbally. But they do want you to obviously fill out the questionnaire, and you can do bug reports and give, I guess, text feedback through the contact part of the app itself, which is interesting. And then finally, yeah, just reiterating that you can report bugs through the contact part of the game itself. But yeah, so nothing too crazy right now. And again, we're probably not going to see any of this, again, coming to the Western world for quite a while. But even like, if they're able to keep a lid on screenshots and videos, we probably won't see much of this game still for quite some time. I feel like at one point they mentioned that the closed beta was going to be coming soon, but that might have been an interview the other day with Amora. So I've been really sick the last few days, I apologize. Had food poisoning, so my brain is not fully switched on right now. But yeah, it's interesting. It's good to know that the game is coming along. We did make it, like we just snuck into the end of 2022. They had talked about doing this the other day through this tweet from the Dark Road official Twitter account, basically saying, sorry for the log absence, and since we are unable to open a missing link official account, which I don't know if that means Twitter or not, if they were going to follow the pattern set by Union Cross and then Dark Road, the handle name would be at KHML_PR for the Japanese version, and at KHML_ML_NA for the Japanese version. And I sort of did say when Missing Link was announced, I kind of messaged someone from Square saying, you haven't parked this account yet. And I sort of had talked about that a little bit more, and then someone eventually ended up grabbing it, Seb. So maybe that's what they mean. Maybe they're like, oh shit, we missed out, so we're not going to use a new account. We're just going to use the Dark Road one, which I guess makes sense because it already has quite a few followers. Which one has more, this or the Union Cross one? But anyway, I don't know if that means they're just going to retire the Dark Road account and just start calling it the Missing Link account or what. Anyway, they had announced through this tweet a few days ago, almost 2 weeks ago, that yeah, they're going to start doing the prototype test soon. And they put out this really interesting symbol at the same time with 7 points on the bottom, 5 points on the top, and the kind of, we've seen that heart a few times before, or at least a very similar looking heart a few times before in the series. But yeah, I know I could go over that, but let's not. I don't know. I'm really excited for Missing Link. I'm really keen for it to make content on it like I used to do for Union Cross. I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully there'll be a good balance of free-to-play doable content versus like the pay-to-play stuff. I'm really excited for Missing Link. I hope you guys are as well. I hope that maybe we'll get some sort of test for the rest of the world as well, not just for Japan. But I guess if it ends up being a closed beta, maybe I'll have a chance of getting into that one. Like I said, I'm not even going to bother trying to apply for this one because I don't know. I'm sure I could dick around with like a VPN or something like that. But what would be the point? I don't know. I wouldn't want to do that, and then I don't know. I want them to get genuine, authentic data from their tests. Like if that's what they want to do, then it's not worth my ego. Oh, I need to be a part of this test. Whatever, who cares? So yeah, I'm excited. I hope you guys are as well. And yeah, I'll talk to you when I know more. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you later. All the best. Bye.